Hi, everybody. My name is Adam. I am a content creator for Quiet Speculation. This video is going to be sponsored by Quiet Speculation. If you haven't checked them out before, they do a great deal of tools for Magic Finance, really fascinating articles on both metagames and how to make the most out of your Magic buck. Really recommend them. If you haven't checked them out, please do. QuietSpeculation.com. Today, I am going to be playing a Arena Cube draft. This is going to be best of one for hopefully 7 wins. And we will see how it goes. All right, what do we have here? Off the bat, I don't think Sarah is all that great. Magma Opus is really cool if you can get into the Spell Reanimator deck. Abrade is very just solid removal. I like Rampaging Ferocodon if we are in the Burn deck, which I found to be fairly strong. I don't know if it's the best archetype exactly, but I found it to be very good. Patient Rebuilding is a good control win condition, but you need to back it up with some other pieces. I think I want to play on the safe side and just take Abrade. It's probably the most flexible of the choices here, and I bet that I can probably get either Rem, Opus, Ferocodon, or Sarkhan on the wheel. And if not, there's still like Manowar. I don't think Regrowth's coming back, but I think that this is just flexible removal that can go in either a control build or an aggressive deck. I found Hellkite to be very strong. If I want to move away from red, I think that Skyclave Apparition is very good. The Intervention is very strong. Bone Splitter is interesting, but it usually wheels. Fatal Push is fine removal. Florahedron's great. That's really it for what I see at the moment. I'm going to try and cut red from this pack. Okay, this is an interesting one. So, Judith is a very strong card if we're going like black-red aggro. Siege Gang is a good curve topper. Rada is fine if you're in the Lance deck. That said, with this start, I think I kind of like Judith here. Maybe we can get the Canyon to wheel. Alright, since we have Judith already, I like Blood Artist. There's also Doom Foretold, but that puts us in well into another color. I think between Judith and Blood Artist, we can have a very strong start to a Red-Black Aristocrats deck. So on that note, there is Dusk Legion Zealot. There's also Devil's Play, which is a fine burn spell. I don't think I need any of these other pieces. Egg goes well with the Hellkite because they both get paid off from the same thing. Devil's Play similarly actually works really well with Hellkite. I think it might be Devil's Play with Zealot possibly wheeling. And here, I think I like taking Zerial. It does similar things to Judith and Blood Artist. The tokens that it creates have a deal damage when they die, and it can buff some of my more anemic creatures, which typically these tokens tend to be. It's almost like a 4-mana version of Judith. Right now, I really want to find like a what is it? A Woe Strider? Oh, Bastion's also great. So I think I have almost every single one of the when a thing dies, deal damage cards, which is an excellent place to be for starting off. So I have Mind Stone, Cold Steel Heart as considerations. They do very similar things. I think I might actually just want the Mind Stone. Hypothetically, if I pick up a Mayhem Devil, Mind Stone is slightly better. Okay, so we didn't actually get any of those red cards back, but now that we're in black, Gutter Bones is really good for what I want to do. I really want to find some sort of sack outlet. Maybe weaponize the monsters or whatever the one-drop sacrifice outlet is. Oh, I may have misrepresented earlier. We don't have all of the when a thing dies deal damage. I don't know if I want to go into white. Bone Splitter seems interesting. So does Erebos' Intervention. I'm going to take the Intervention. It's another X spell. It's great with the Hellkite. It's also just strong on its own. And eating things out of the graveyard is not irrelevant, considering Reanimator is one of the archetypes of this this cube. And we got the on-color duel. Sweet. Alright. I think in lieu of the potential blue splash, which I doubt we're going to do, I'm going to just take the clean cut removal spell. Really hoping to find some sacrifice outlet. Probably going to be Impact 2 at the best we can do. Don't think I'm playing any of these. So I'm going to cut the black one. Murderous Rider is great. So is Morbid Opportunist. What else we got? Stormseeker's great, but I don't think it's great in this deck. There's also Skyclave Shade, which has the potential to wheel, but I don't think we can turn down just amazing removal. And a 2-for-1. Alright, here I have more removal, though we're doing pretty well on that front. There's Inquisition of Kozilek, which I like. There's Crystalline Giant, or Mecha Godzilla, which is able to just kind of take away a game if left to its own devices. I think I'm pretty well set on my 3-drops at the moment. I think maximizing my turn 1 plays as potential options is probably the right way to go. That might be a mistake. I think Crystalline's like a solid like C plus B minus, which is, to be fair, probably where I'd put Inquisition, but I think I have Inquisition a little bit higher because it costs less. I think this deck kind of needs more disruptive elements. What we have here, 2 on-color duels. Tiamat, which puts bodies on board, but is another kind of clogged 3 slot. I think I'm cool with Blood Crypt. Ooh, okay. So we have Demonic Tutor. We have an on-color duel. We have Kolaghan's Command. I think I have to take Demonic Tutor. I'll be happy with a lot of cards coming back from that pack. I'm surprised Demonic Tutor was pick 4. Okay, what we got? I have 3 more looks at a Woe Strider from this pack. I can't imagine someone's taking Weaponize the Monsters early. Another on-color duel or a solid removal spell. I think I'm alright on the duel front. I'm going to take the Rebuke. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removal spells. So I'm fairly well positioned on the interaction front. I just need to figure out what else I'm doing. Oh. Frenzy is interesting. Frenzy, along with Acquisitions Expert, look to be the best out of this pack. I think I want the Acquisitions Expert. Maybe that's a mistake. It's a decent like rate, especially when you combine it with Judith and some of these other pieces. Might be mistaken. We'll figure that one out. Grim Initiate versus Lightning Axe. I think Axe is probably still better. I don't really want to play Grim Initiate, especially with Bone Splitter's already gone. I may or may not end up playing Axe, but I think it is the better choice. We have Mire Trident and we have Chainer's Edict. I think I like the Trident. Cheap body, Death Touch. It'll always trade with something. Ooh. Opportunist Wield. I am into that. Another kill spell. At this rate, I'm going to be blowing up my own creatures. I don't think it's likely that Frenzy wheels, but... Ooh, okay. So we have Aethersphere Harvester or the On-Color Duel. Harvester's very strong. Especially with some of our dinkier creatures. Like, it crews for 1. It has a big body and gains some life. I think that it's probably worth it. Oh my god, okay. I'm not playing any of these. I am also not playing either of these. And we got the Grim Initiate back no matter what. Alright, well we got... Nothing that we really care about, which is a shame. Out of this... I think Fury probably wheels. I don't want to languish in my small creature deck. None of the fixing is really for me. I don't think Deem Worthy is good. So I'm going to go with Dragon Rage Channeler. It's another 1-drop. And I have a lot of non-creature spells at this point. Currently at 12. 13. Weaponize the monsters may wheel. Chandra seems amazing here.
I've learned a bunch of new burn spells to try on you.
So the Chandra tokens sacrifice an end step. Oh, now that's interesting. Torbrand, it's going to be hard to cast. But it makes everything hit a lot harder. But I do have a couple fours already. So maybe I just want the Royal Eruption. And being triple red, it has the possibility of wheeling. I don't need any of these. Maybe it's the Marauder, though I'm likely not going to be cascading. It just being an aggressive 3-1 maybe? Is that better than Predation? Probably not better. Eh. I'm probably not going to want to have a tap lane with my low the curve deck anyway. Oh! Alright, so Midnight Reaper with the possibility that Priest wheels. I'm into that. There's also the Witch over here, which I won't hate getting. Battlecry Goblin versus Disfigure. I think I take the body. Mayhem Devil, but I don't really have sacrifice outlets, and I'm pretty good on that front. It's either Vraska Contempt or another piece of fixing. I'll take the fixing. Alright. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got the Woe Strider in this draft. Someone else must have picked it up. I'll grab an Elspeth's Nightmare. Maybe not play it. Likely not playing this either. Won't say no to this. Scrap Heap's really strong. Though I think that was the Weaponize the Monsters pack. So we don't actually have sacrifice outlets. Maybe I got too greedy. Don't think we're playing Demonic Pact. I'm kind of surprised. Weaponize usually is a last pick. So it seems like there's someone cutting us, but I can't imagine how. Like, I know that we passed a Cruel Celebrant, but we have so much of the red and black part of that deck. I don't understand why someone would try moving into it. Oh well. Alright, so my curve is kind of on the low end. I think I'm cool with 16 lands and the Predation as a 17. Maybe that's a mistake with the X spells. So I have 13 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What enchantment do I have? I think we can cut the Mind Stone. I can spell. No, I cannot. The enchantment. Oh, duh. We had the Bastion. Okay. Don't think I'm milling the Bastion. With any intention, at least. I think I can cut the Axe. How many creatures do I have? 13. I have Minute Reaper and Morbid Opportunist. Reaper doesn't trigger off tokens, but I think that's still fine. I can cut this. Probably cut this. I do have a lot of 3-drops, don't I? I think that's probably reasonable. Don't think I need Demon Bolt. Do I want to cut the Blood Artist? Between Judith and Bastion, think that's probably fine. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, this is interesting. I don't have black, but I have a 2-drop and a 3-drop that seem fine. And if I can resolve either of these at any point, I'll be happy. An Opportunist goes really well with Chandra. If I find any burn spells, it's also very solid here. I think it's worth it. My opponent apparently did well in the decathlon event because they have a Jace avatar. So we should keep that in mind, that they're probably going to play at their very best. Oh, and we found a black source. Neat. Zagoth Triome could mean that they're a ramp deck, in which case I might want to go for the expert later. Let's see what they do here. No. Which implies a very different playstyle. So I am going to go for Acquisitions Expert here. Hopefully they don't have something that comes back from the graveyard. Like, if they discard Apollo Kranos, I'll be upset. Okay. They have a Reanimate package. Good to know. Excuse me.
Living in a monastery full of firebrands? Don't worry, I brought company.
I will Haya for 2 damage. Oh, that was a mistake. They can kill it with a Hydra. I definitely shouldn't have attacked with the Acquisitions Expert. Yep. That was a big mistake.
Consider this bridge burned.
I can push through damage here, which I think is probably fine. Alright, we both deal some damage. Or we both draw some cards, that's what I meant. Yep. It was bound to happen. Hopefully this is a cruel reality. Though, it might not actually be the worst for me if it is. Wolf is not ideal.
My children drench their hands in the blood of my enemies. Aren't I generous?
Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under enchanted player's control, that player loses a life and you gain a life. That's good to know.
We will slay our enemies.
Yeah.
I return to the abyss.
You can dream me. This game would be a lot different if I didn't throw away the Chandra like that. It's a shame. Excuse me. Cool. Now the question is, do I 2 damage destroy or make them discard? Actually, don't hate picking up the Morbid Opportunist. They presumably block the goblin, so no need for me to pump. White source. Was not expecting that one. Alright. I take a hit. I swing in, they can block. But if they do, I draw a card. That was the wrong card. Whoops. I guess it's probably fine. I don't know if they can attack here. Sure. Not what I wanted to see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Excuse me. So I have seen 10 lands. There are 7 left in the deck. 13 non-lands. I would very much like a non-land. I wonder what is more important than a kill spell for the Morbid Opportunist. Demonic Pact. I still don't think they can attack me. Devil's Play. Okay, I like them doing this because it means that they can't really interact with the Devil's Play. So 5, 6, 7 to play around the Professor Onyx. Cool. We got there. I forgot that I had this in the deck. At least that is a good way to get rid of board stalls. Alright, one down. Okay, and we are up for game 2. This hand seems fine. Gutter Bones into Mire Train or Demonic Tutor. And we hit our land drop too. So I think I want to just slam the Trident. Hopefully I don't mill the, what's it called? The Bastion. Excuse me. Alright, so they're going to end up getting a blocker here, but I don't mind that too much. Alright, so I think what I want to do is rebuke the Skittering Surveyor, cast Demonic Tutor, question is, do I want the Morbid Opportunist or do I want the Bastion? I think the Bastion. Make my elementals. They'll take 4. They'll go to 8. This is actually a scenario where I would have rather had a Blood Artist in here. So that's something to keep note of. Really? They're not playing the Forest for the 4-drop? Okay. Oh, that's actually really neat. So I'm not going to get the Bastion down this turn, but I can destroy an artifact, deal 2 damage. So this puts them down to 2. They're dead to either Devil's Play or Bastion next turn, or if they don't deal with both of these attacking creatures. Cool. Didn't even need the card that I tutored for. Excuse me. Alright, we are on game 3. I have a 2-drop into 2 very good 3-drops that synergize well with one another. I think that this hand is definitely a keep. I have a Braid for that, which is nice. Though, this is actually a question, isn't it? I think I still do this. The chance of that can get out of hand is a little bit higher than I'd like, so I'm willing to take the turn off. I think Chandra's probably the better bet. Unless they have exactly Spell Pierce.
Anyone need a fire started? No? Too bad. Hey, these little guys are great!
And then Judith does an insane amount of damage next turn. Because everything's going to get buffed. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they're going to sacrifice. So 9, 10.
Don't worry, I brought company.
Though, I don't want them to be able to activate Den here. I'm going to put a stop in my end step. I'm going to play Demonic Tutor. I think the safest bet here is to just pick up the Devil's Play. I'm going to move to my end step. I'm going to let them resolve this. And then I'm going to destroy the artifact. They can feel free to counter it. Oof. Okay. Demon Bolt takes down Chandra. Excuse me. I am in a little bit of trouble here. My opponent has 3 cards. They have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana if they activate the treasure map. You go for Bone Crusher. No creatures in my graveyard other than the scrap heap either. I think I just played Judith. Rebuke. Alright, I'm going to take a reasonable chunk of damage here. I'm just going to put my opponent to 5. And they don't know I have Devil's Play. I'll play Morbid Opportunist. Hullbreaker. And then Assault coming. Okay. Well, they have tapped out for that.
Other things to burn.
So, good game.
It's not too hot for you.
I'm not going to do it. It's the little things, you know? Your spells can't be countered unless I remove you from the stack. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? That said, that was our third win. We are 3-0. 4 more until we get the 7. So, hopefully, let's get there. Alright, this is a borderline hand. I have a 2-drop into some, well, a 3-drop that I can theoretically cast. If I find black, these are very good. I think it's worth the keep. It's like right on the cusp of what is and is not acceptable. I really wish I had a black source for turn 1, though. Thalia. I still think I go for the Battlecry Goblin. I wonder what they take. Devil's Play, probably? Or maybe Judith. Okay, so they take Judith. I hate having to do it this way, but this is probably the best use of my mana, and I have a turn 3 play next turn, while also playing the Canyon. Isamaru. Alright, so doing it this way, my opponent can't actually attack in favorably, unless they have a removal spell for the Harvester. Which they very well might. Excuse me. What you got for me? If you attack all, you can push in for a net 1 point of damage unless you have a combat trick. Icing Death is interesting. Excuse me.
No. Too bad.
I think I just put a loyalty counter on.
Mother Ludi gave us homework.
You have a history. Three damage. Excuse me. Huh.
Don't worry. I brought company.
Oh yeah, it's non-token, isn't it? Whoops. That's a mistake. I will go for it. I can lose the Chandra. To trade here.
I'm burnt out.
Excuse me. They should have attacked with the 4-3 as well. Alrighty. Let's see how they want to do this. They're taking 7. Potentially 8, 9. 10. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not expecting a mortal sun. This is very much a Mathis for blocker situation. But I think this is lethal no matter what. So these trade. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sweet, we did it. Math is for blockers. Alright, we are 4-0. Four and 0. I have a lot of removal. I have Bastion and I have Midnight Reaper. I think this is probably fine. This hand is setting up for a long game, it looks like. Excuse me. As much as I hate having to Demonic Tutor for a land, I think I need to Demonic Tutor for a land. I have 2 black sources already. I'm gonna grab a mountain. Play Bastion, they can counter it. I think the likelihood of them having a kill spell for Midnight Reaper is a little bit higher. Play a Battlecry Goblin. They are welcome to counter this. Give it haste. Now they're gonna kill it. Alright, so they still take a little bit. TSG. Don't like seeing that. Oh, this feels so bad. I don't think I'm winning this one. I could theoretically hold up K command for when they go to battle, when they go to steal my Battlecry Goblin. I don't know if that's a winning line. This feels so bad. Excuse me. Wish I drew a land there. Because now I'm in the exact same spot. And this has just been a game of keep away with this TSG without really committing much to the board. I'm going to... This feels so bad. My god, this feels so bad. I have dealt 10 damage to myself by killing a Scarab God. And all they really need to do is draw another card, replay it. Excuse me.
Don't worry. I brought company.
On the bright side, I don't think they can actually attack in. Oh, good God. They take 3. So theirs will resolve before mine, because that's how this works. Don't know if I have anything that can save me.
Next time, you're toast.
They picked up an inscription. I don't think I have outs. Yeah. Wow, Massacre Worm was really good there. Alright. Well. We are 4-1 going into round 6. Hand seems great. Lead on Gutter Bones, followed by Mire Triton, most likely. And then a perfect curve into Judith. Swords? Alright. I don't think they attack in with that. Like, I don't think they're supposed to. Though I don't really know what's in their hand. If they have a bigger creature. They played Mechagodzilla post-combat. 2 damage, destroy an artifact. They either lose their creature or they take 4 from this, which is better. Yeah. So if they had played this pre-combat, there was a small chance that they could have gotten hexproof, or 100% chance it would have gotten any keyword. There's pretty much zero reason for them to have done it the way they did. I'm going to play Morbid Opportunist. I'll attack with just the Trident. I'm either going to trade with Vanguard, or I guess I'm not trading with Vanguard. I'm either dealing 4, or I am dealing 3. Because they're not going to block with the Vanguard and take the 4 here, I don't think. If they block with a 2-2, I can also shoot the Vanguard, so there's no... So this is like the worst thing they could have done. So I'm going to draw a card here. I'm going to shoot this. They can pay 4 and keep their creature. But if they do... yeah, so they could have just taken 3 and kept 2 bodies. Excuse me. Next turn, I can play Chandra. Attack for 6 with the Morbid Opportunist, hold back Judith. Harvester's interesting. So they can eat one with the Harvester. But I'm still going to draw a card. Probably should have left up... I couldn't have left up a red. Never mind. Sweet. So now I don't know if I want to kill the Harvester or if I want to kill the 2-2. I think I hit the Vigilance creature that's going to become a 4/4. This forces them to be able to play another creature. They don't get value out of their history. Oh, and Chandra can actually downtick for K command if they don't attack it this turn. So they need either like a Banishing Light effect, or they need a creature into a spell into haul onto the Harvester. It's a big ask for them. They essentially need their 3 cards in hand to be the exact 3 things that they will need. That's two things, right? Creature, spell, haul, which is on board. On the Harvester. And this is the nerfed version of Aspirant, which would have actually done it if it weren't the nerfed version of Aspirant. Excuse me. Oh, no, they did have everything that they needed there. Alright, good for them. We've got a game. They did have the exact sequence that they needed, but they didn't have to, or they didn't get to chart course and end step, which is, I guess, benefit. I can't ask for everything, but I can just appreciate it. So I'm going to hold the Abrade here. If they go to crew, then I can blow it up, which gets me the draw trigger off Morbid Opportunist. This card's done a lot of work for me. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to Erebos' Intervention that. Do they have Ephemerate? Play Scrap Heap, pass back. So representing lethal, sweet. They were able to kill Chandra, but we still took the game. I believe we're 5-1. Yep, 5-1. 2 more wins, and then we have the trophy. I haven't actually seen this card the entire draft so far, and my opponent is on a Obosh deck. That's cool. I like this. So Channeler into Harvester, Bastion, Reaper all seem fine. I'm on the draw, so hopefully I pick up an extra land drop at some point. Not the land drop, in fact, one of the harder to cast cards at the moment. Okay, that is going to be an issue for me. So I have no 2-drop. I desperately need a 3, my third land. Alright, so it could be worse. Excuse me. My opponent has a Judith. Which means I think... I like playing the Harvester. It looks like we're on the mirror. Please don't have Colgan's Command. That would be absolutely brutal. Dragon Master Outcast. Card's not great for me, but... Ooh, that's an issue. Alright, so I think here... Good God, Bowmat Courier. And a Doom Necromancer. Cool. So that's going to cause me a lot of issues here. I'm going to respond. I am going to destroy an artifact. 2 damage. Destroy that artifact. God, this feels so bad. Because I need to get rid of this Doom Necromancer too. I'll get rid of Judith. It'll save me a little bit of damage here. I guess it's not saving me any damage. That is not the card I wanted to see.
Into the fray.
Might not be winning this one. My opponent curved out a lot better than I did. Necromancer into Judith means that Ferocitodon can kill the Zerial. Crew.
What know you of dragons? Your end has arrived.
This is really a beating. Don't think I'm winning this one. Yeah.
My army ever grows.
My opponent's gonna have 2 attacking creatures in the air.
Power.
I can no longer have any creatures come into play. And now Dragon Master's Outcast is also online. I need to find a lot of answers to a lot of things very quickly. And nothing in my hand currently works for what I want to do. That won't do it. Alright, so we're going to go out the fun way. Rough. Alright. We are now on the win innings. We have 2 more wins to do, and no more losses as a buffer. Can we do it? Hand's a little slow, but these are powerhouse cards. I have removal to get to that point, and I have the mana to make it work. Overgrown Tomb suggests my opponent is here for a grindier game. Florahedron. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna play Channeler, kill the Florahedron, set up my next draw. Bastion is interesting. I think I still bin the Bastion. I have one spell per turn for the next several turns, and that is a card type I'm not gonna have a ton of. Card's very, very strong. Let's play Judith. Extra point of damage. Hopefully they don't kill both of my creatures. That being an X5 is kind of frustrating, because I have this Thundering Rebuke. Gutter Bones is a free card for my graveyard. Four. Please don't make me regret using a premium removal spell on that 3/5. Down tick, kill Judith.
You won't see the end coming until it's too late.
Judith fires back.
It's not often I'm outmaneuvered.
Excuse me. Vivian.
The wilds are my shield.
Ew. I don't like that. I can do it like this and commit to the board a little bit better. Haste. Don't love that. Don't love that for me.
So it's going to be like that, huh? No one knows the wilds like I do.
I have a feeling we're not winning this one anymore. Yikes. I do have Feed the Swarm. You. Hit you. Bin that one too.
I'll be back, just like before.
Pick up Gutter Bones. So they're gonna not just Gear Hulk my Dragon Rage Channeler. This is a 5/4, so I can Erebos' Intervention it. And then follow up with Gutter Bones if needed. I feel like they might want to hold the Noxious for a better target. Oh, they don't have a second black source. That is important. Okay. I think my hope is to find Devil's Play. This makes an insect, but doesn't have any extra stats. I'll take 3. They got a blue source. Do they not have a basic swamp in here? Oh no, they had to find one that they don't have one of already. So the overgrown tomb stops them from finding a swamp. Got it. Lava coil. So I have 7 mana. So if I do this for x equals 4, it's 5. I don't get to play the Zerial. In which case, I think I just want to max this out. 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I should have gone for the shaman instead. Or pre-combat at the very least. Still looks like my opponent doesn't have a black source to find. And they have all basic land types represented. So activate. I think I can cycle this. If I find a removal spell, this is lethal. Not a removal spell.
I am dead. Swift and dutch. Reinforcements will drive them back.
Okay. Did you find a black source? Or a blue source? It's not gonna do it. They have 11 lands in play. And they're still having mana issues. I still think I'd block like this. It just makes sense. Even though I could theoretically backswing.
Fight forever.
So now they can't attack in. They can't edict me. They have to find some way of gaining life. That's not a black source that they can use. They found the black source. Gain life equal to its toughness. Wow. They're killing their own thing. And I have an abrade. That's certainly interesting. Oh, this isn't my turn. Destroy this artifact. My opponent only has 12 cards left in their deck. Ooh, okay.
Get in formation.
One, two, three, four, five. Alright, so I only have 6 mana. I'm going to do this for 5. I don't know what they can have, but just in case it's a discard spell. Or like a both players draw 7. Mirari's Wake is not going to do it. And they spent their blue mana, so they can't even... Alright, good game. They just wanted to play out their stuff, which I respect. Okay, and we are on our final game. We are 6-1, or sorry, 6-2. This is the make it or break it. Okay. We are in our last game. We have 3 lands. We don't have double red, which is relevant for our earlier game, but we don't have any of our double red cards quite yet. And I think Mire Trade into Midnight Reaper with Abrade and Erebos Intervention as interaction very strong. Again, our opponent leads on Zagroth Triome, which suggests they are here for a longer game. Okay, that's actually interesting. So, this now tells me my opponent's probably on some sort of ramp deck, in which case I like taking the opportunity to kill this off now, and hopefully give them some awkward mana issues. I do have an Abrade for that. They don't have any creatures to crew it at the moment, so I'm not super worried. I think here I want to lead on Midnight Reaper. It lets me have a double spell turn next turn. Either be one or both of my creatures, or creature plus removal spell. Looks like they have a kill spell for my Midnight Reaper. Sure. I will draw a card. Huh. My opponent looks like they have some kind of interaction. It might be like a sensor. I'm pretty okay with that. If they want to get rid of my Harvester... Oh, it's actual hard counterspell. Sure, I will gladly put a third card type in my graveyard. A fourth card type in my graveyard. Dryad is not ideal for me, but I can still kill it. They'll get ASAP rolling out of the deal. So my turn is looking like it's going to be rebuke this, abrade that. They're going to go 21 here, but they're basically out of cards. Demonic Tutor. Alright, well. Rebuke. Morbid Opportunist seems like a fine draw. Maybe I shouldn't wait here. Since I know I'm going to be blowing up the Harvester, and I know I'm keeping my top card, I want to see what they want to do here. Destroy. It's basically the same thing, except they have a tap creature that I don't really care about either way, but counterspells are a possibility. There was the chance that they wanted to hold back the Harvester to block my forced attack Channeler, because the Delirium ability requires Channeler to attack. And I'm doing this... I'm attacking first rather than playing the Opportunist, because they would then see me tapped out, have the opportunity to just go for everything here. This is a good question. Do I want to play the Opportunist, or do I want to play the Battlecry Goblin plus the Mire Trident? I think it's actually the Goblin plus Demonic Tutor. Let's bait the thing here. They have Spell Pierce or Censor. So be it. Don't need that. The question is, what do I want? Chandra seems very strong. Says Zariel. I think I take the Zariel. Excuse me. Captivating Crew. I don't want that. I'm gonna play Morbid Opportunist. I'll pump. I'll give them the opportunity to trade. It's only just sorcery speed, right? Yeah. So, Captivating Crew is interesting. I'm curious what they want. Oh, they're just bouncing all of my stuff. Alright. Do they have something to cast for free? Yeah. Don't think they win this race. I don't know if they know they don't win this race. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. So they actually would have a an online thing here. I'm gonna play the Mire Triton. And I'll play the Morbid Opportunist. This puts me out of range from any sort of damage from, or like damage-based kill from them outside of something to the face. And Holy Heat. Alright. I'll draw a card. Would you like to Captivating Crew, steal my Dragon Rage Channeler, and attack in? Because I'll let you do that. Not that I can stop you, but I'll let you do that. I'll take 7. Okay, so Battlecry Goblin, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get 6 damage in on them. I think I just play the Bastion. You discard 2 damage to my creature. Target player discards 2 damage here. And that's lethal. I'm so happy we got to do that by killing our own creature with Kolgan's command to gain a life. Secret mode, right? Okay, with that, that is a 7-2 win. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't had a chance yet, please check out quietspeculation.com. They have a slew of Magic Finance tools and resources, as well as competitive deck guides and other fascinating takes on the metagame and ways to improve your collection. My name is Adam. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, but also weekends for random events as well. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the necessary things, and you can find the VOD on quietspeculation.com, as well as, I believe, their YouTube page. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.